frequently as possible. Today I'm doing it in my car. It's cold outside, so the car is running to keep me warm, and the house is busy. I'm actually gonna switch off the car because my seat has a heater. I have so many of them. I literally had to go through my DMs today, and I realized that I had asked people in the past to inbox me, but I did not respond to those inboxes. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity for me to just get back to the inboxes and respond to some of the people. I will read three per live, and of course, some of the lives will just be spontaneous conversations or topics that I get a lot on my DMs instead of responding one person at a time. And of course, with time, I will also be sharing some reviews. People always send me some amazing reviews on how life changing this page has been for them, and just to share more words of encouragement. But firstly, what you're gonna do for me, if you haven't subscribed, you're gonna go ahead and subscribe. Yes, you're gonna have to subscribe. Press the bell notification so whenever I go live, upload any videos, you get notified. And then you're gonna go on my TikTok, and it has the same name, and you're gonna go ahead and follow me. All right, because this just helps me out, and it just helps with the algorithm, and just so that you are always up to date with whatever I'm doing. So I'm in the car. It is 40 degrees here. We have a cold front in Texas. It's gonna be cold for the next 2 weeks. Yep, it's gonna be cold for the next 2 weeks. But of course, I thought it would be a great time for me just to, before I go to bed and do a little bit of social media. So I'm gonna read my first one, and then basically what I do is I read my Dear Lucky Girl syndrome that you guys sent to me, and then I respond with my thoughts. I always have an answer for you. Remember that. And of course, I do it anonymously. I don't want people to know who you are. These are private messages you share with me, and then I respond. You read them. If you want to inbox me or have further comments on what my responses, go ahead and inbox me on my Instagram. All right, we're gonna start with this first one. She's like, "Hi, Lucky. I love the video you posted on how to become a valuable commodity. How can I practice that? How do I start and maintain it and have the Lucky Girl syndrome?" This is very easy, right? How you become high commodity, you work on yourself, you do your affirmations, you journal. I will always say find a role model, someone that dresses the way you dress, lives the life you live. Hey, Paul. And everything you want, someone has already done it. Go figure out who the person is, and then use their dress code to create a Pinterest board for how to dress, right? That's always the easiest thing to do. And people are always like, oh, but I have to go shopping. No. Hey, Pookie. Hey, girl. No, sometimes you can actually reinvent your wardrobe just using the clothes that you have in your closet. I definitely say have a look at the type of style you want to dress, or the type of person you want to impersonate, and oops, sorry, and then go ahead and do some research on what they wear, where they shop, and you can always find reasonably priced items. You don't have to always go designer. You so pretty. Thank you, Paul. So do yourself that favor. Find someone that dresses the way you want to dress. Screenshot some of the pictures. Go on Pinterest. I always say find out your body shape. And once you've gotten that, find people that dress similarly to you, that have the similar body shape. And then just copy and paste. Right? Just copy and paste. Some of the items you'll already have in your closet, you can mix and match. You don't have to be exactly as the person, but you can use that person as inspiration. And then you look at people like career wise, what you want to do, your career, business, etc. Everything is already there. You just need to follow the people that are doing what you're doing, and just get inspired. And do not compare yourself with them. They've been doing it longer than you. You're just learning about it. And then find people here on YouTube that discuss affirmations, self love. Instead of you just scrolling aimlessly on the internet, go get books that speak about self value. There's a difference between self love and self value, right? Go educate yourself on that. And as a woman, go back to your feminine ways. Find out things that you like. If you are an artsy person, find out how you can tap into your creativity. Make everything about you, because if your cup is half full or empty, you cannot give to the people. So fill your cup. If you want to go back to school, go research. If you want to improve your career, go research. You want to change your hairstyle, go change it. So everything is about you. When you put all your focus on yourself, instantly you become magnetic, and then your value increases, right? Because when you're evolving and you're increasing and you're improving, you start to view yourself differently. Like me, I told myself this year I'm going to be the girl with the six pack, And I've been working on that. And I've been changing my dress code. I've been working on my skin. Been working on my mental health. And then on its own, I can just see how people are responding to me. I can see how the world is moving around me. I'm it's everything. You have to become magnetic in order for you to become a high commodity. You don't search for that outside of you. Everything is within you. And that's what they say. Charity begins at home. Everything starts here and here. So that's basically how you become a high commodity. You work on yourself until your self belief and your self image evolves. I'm telling you, that's literally the best way. And you can never say, I've done all the work. There's always going to be something to learn. And while you're doing this journey of improving yourself and motivating yourself and increasing your value, etc., things are going to surface. You're going to learn more. You're going to meet new people, and if you're on this live and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and go to my page and subscribe, please. That would be highly appreciated. And like this video. So yes, you have to work on yourself to increase your self value. Go back to school. I'm currently in the midst of doing a business development course. Put all that energy, instead of chasing men, put all that energy into yourself, and then watch the type of people that will rotate or gravitate towards you. That's how you become a high commodity. You make yourself valuable. And if you don't know where to start, go to the link in my bio. I have a guidebook on how to improve yourself. Go read, use those prompts to help navigate you, etc. You have to start somewhere. And I will always say, start with your morning affirmations. You cannot seek validation outside if you cannot validate yourself. Whatever you want someone else to say to you need to start saying that to yourself. Let everybody, whatever everybody says to you, let that be a bonus. Stop expecting people to elevate you emotionally. Stop expecting people to gravitate towards you, make their lives about you. No. You do that for yourself. And once you've understood that, then watch how people will just automatically just rotate and gravitate towards you. All right. So that's first things first. So that's gonna be our first one. I don't want to stay too long on here because it is a bit dark and it is chilly. It's cold here in Texas. I won't even lie. I don't even know what's going on. All right, so we're gonna go to a second one. Bottom line is, if things are not working out, you're the problem. Stop blaming other people outside of you. You're the problem. You're allowing it. You're staying in it. This is your problem. Figure out what you're doing wrong. What are your belief systems on that subject? If it's dating, figure out what are your honest beliefs about dating. If it's money, figure out what are your honest beliefs about money. And most of these things you can figure out when you journal. Journal, watch inspirational videos, work on yourself. You're the only one who's going to save you. No one's saving you. No one's coming for you. You're the only one who can do that for yourself. So stop searching for a savior. No one's coming to get you. All right, let's go on to the next one. She says, hey, mama. So help me out here. Been chatting up this guy for some time. He proposed we go out now that he's in town. I denied due to short notice. I always say you always have to. Um, so when someone says let's go out, right, short notice, refuse, because you need to be notified in advance. He needs to respect your time. If you're always available, he will not respect your time. And every time someone comes to you short notice, just say to yourself, someone canceled on him, and that's why he's coming to you. So do not entertain people that come on short notice because you have a life. Train yourself to plan your day, right? And you are supposed to squeeze them into your schedule, not the other way around. If you find yourself being squeezed a lot in the schedule, then something's wrong with you. You need to create a schedule for yourself so that you're not consistently available. Because when something is readily available consistently, it loses its value. You are valuable. You are important. You have a life. You need notification so that you in advance so that you can mentally prepare yourself for the candidate. Because here's the thing, right? When someone calls you short notice, you're already all over the show in your head. You're not gonna show up as your maximum. You're going to be bending towards them because they have prepared for this interaction, but you have not. Always create time to prepare for interaction. Don't let no one rush you. This is your world. They live in it. It's not the other way around. Short notice is not adorable. Short notice is a form of disrespect. That's how I view short notices, because what it says is you have all the time for me and you're going to make time for me. It's very entitled behavior. Don't entertain anybody that is friends, family, men, whatever. If it doesn't come with a check, you don't need to go to it in short notice. All right, she says, um, he stated he's heading out of the country for business, etc., or the city. I then said, "Get me something nice." Now, oh, okay, I think I read this one. Get me something nice. When someone says, "I'm sorry, my light is heavy," and it's keep like, I need to get it together, like. So when someone asks you what you want, you have to have an answer. You can't just tell people I want something and you don't know what it is. You have to have an answer. So think about it before you even request it. So I think I read that one. I need to start deleting these because now I'm mixing them up. She says, "Hey babe, have you ever tried Ryer? I keep seeing success stories, and obviously I am not in the States, but I think you'd eat it up for sure." I've never tried Ryer. I know with Ryer you have to be invited to be in Ryer. I actually have a friend that I work out with who is part of Ryer, and I don't know. I've never really thought about Raya. I've never. It's been a while for me to even. I really think I would be successful in dating Raya because I feel like there's a lot of great people on there. But I'm also the type of person that I like to meet people in person. I love to meet my man in person, right? And if I ever go to get on an app or right, it's just for experimental reasons, really. It's just really just to come here and discuss it with you guys. It's never for me because I do not search for men. I'm at a point in my life where that is no longer a priority for me. They will find me. I use that energy and time in creating my work, my social media, improving my skin myself. Right now, I have zero makeup. There's no filter on here. I'm working on my physique. I'm working on my mental. I'm working on progressing my businesses. Men are just not my priority right now. So if I eventually ask my friend to refer me on Raya, and because of my social medias, I might not even need a referral. But if I ever got there, it will just be cause of experimental reasons. I have zero patience for online dating. I will go online dating here and there as just like an entertainment thing, but it's not really my thing. But now it's not, and I always say people always ask me, so what do you think about online dating? Is it good or bad? There's no good, there's no bad. You meet people in person. I know people that are married to their sweethearts that they're men on online dating and they are happy. Some people meet their people in person, shit don't work out. So just try everything, because you never know what's gonna work for you and what's not gonna work for you. Don't let people tell you what to do and what not to do. Figure out what works for you, and once you have, then you have your answer. Don't solely rely on what people say on the internet. No, check with yourself. Try everything till you find something that works for you. People that you meet in person can be shitty. People that you meet online can be shitty. People just can be shitty in general. And then I always say try to join meetup groups, workout groups. Like if you like working out, if you like art and craft, if you like flowering or gardening, etc. If you like fashion, go to social. You have Facebook with all these social groups. Join them, become part of a community. If you want a man that's a golfer, go into golfing so you can interact with this kind of people. If you want people that are businessmen in equity, go figure out where the equity conferences are. If you want men that play pickleball, go and learn how to play pickleball. You have to go where the men are. You have to normalize that. If that's what you want, you need to bring that into your universe. You can't go to a club looking for a man when you expect him to date someone in their 50s who's successful, who's doing well, who's family oriented, who wants a serious relationship, bro. What you're gonna find after midnight is booty and drinks and free drinks. So those are some of the things you need to be realistic with. You need to look at what you write. Take a piece of paper, sit down. Imagine you are given the ability to create your dream man. Imagine that, right? Write down the characteristics, what he does for sports, where he hangs out, where he goes to vacation, how he dresses, how he talks, how he treats you. Write down the list and make it as long as possible, as detailed as if you are about to breathe some life into a body you are creating. Right? Once you have that list, then you're gonna start looking at the type of places he'll frequent, the land spots, the type of areas, the type of car he drives, which will be the service places. If he drives a a Bentley, or then he'll be most likely hanging around Bentley dealerships for services. If he goes on a private jet, find yourself closer to private jet airports. If he's a businessman, look up business conferences in your area. They usually happen in hotels. Go dine at the hotel. Go get yourself a couple of drinks. There's no one place to find men. Men are everywhere. They live just like us. It's just that they have more money, so they have more convenience, and they will go to better areas. So look up the wealthiest area in your city and do the things. When people say if you want a certain caliber of man, you have to become him, they mean you have to think like him. You have to imagine if you were him, what type of life. And then that will help you. When you have your list, it will help you not curate yourself better. Because you have to think, if I want this kind of man, what type of woman is he willing to date? What type of person is he interested in? So these are all the things you need to play around in your head. And then that's going to help you just figure things out much, much better. But here's the thing, right? You'll just want to come on the internet. How do I do this? How do I do that? No. You do your work. You do the research. And that's going to work out. All right. I'm going to end it here tomorrow. I'll definitely come back online. And I will share more stories. So don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.